Everyone, it's time for an episode. This is gonna be a reaction episode, actually, or first impressions. I played Recycling Center Simulator a decent amount, and I'm at 20 hours, and I really enjoy the game. I didn't think I would. It's only a $10 game or so, I think. Let me make sure about that. But it's a game where you play Recycling Center. I'm sorry, I'm in the background. Let's see. It is a $10 game, 51% off. It's usually $19.99, but it's $9.79 at the moment. Okay, I can dig that. After 20 hours, I figured, you know what? I played it on stream like twice, maybe three times, and I played a little bit on my own to mess around with the game. It's a lot of fun. I want to give you guys a shot of it, show you what's going on here. This game is you're running a recycling center from start to finish. It's a simulation. It is not an RPG. It is not a factory builder. It looks like a factory builder. It's not. We're gonna go the next day as soon as we can. The main thing I want to show you, because time stops at night here at a certain point. What happens is you start off with very little, like maybe you have like one machine, and from there you build yourself up by recycling. And I'm going to give you like a quick in-day game. We're going to go through it right now, show you the basics of it, see if you like it yourself. If you don't want to, no big deal. It's one of those games where I just really like the gameplay loop. So I'm going to go to bed. Sleep is left click. Boop. This is day 33. Made $4,800 in contracts. Spent that much in wages and scrap deals. Balance is plus $2,300. You're not going to get here for a while. I just played a lot of it. Production Addict. Produced 20,000 products. Wow. All right. So let's see what's going on. The top right-hand corner every day will give you either a new deal. Usually, not every day. So what you do is go in here, plus left click. A large timber company and it needs to stop producing due to a strike, cause wood price to strike. So everything that's a wood product under not the wood marketplace, it's contracts. So if you look for products, if I look for anything wood related, see how it's brown and matches up, it'll be a lot more today than normal. And I'm okay with that because I like more cash. If you want to see your own items, you hold down tab, left tab. I do not have a lot. I do have this, but I can use it to make other things. I don't have boxes. I thought I did. Wooden briquettes. I can make briquettes and boxes out of what I have, I believe. So I'm liking this one. And you can negotiate, right? So right off the bat, you're like, well, if I had a deal, I get the deal. I don't do anything to negotiate. You can fail the negotiation, but not terribly. So let's bargain for this thing. And we're going to increase it by a third. I want 4,000 bucks. He's like, well, okay, fine. I could have gotten more. Stupid. So what you do is you close, even though it looks like you should respond back, you're done. You say deal. Now I got to make 30 wood briquettes. Let's go make that quick. But one thing we're going to do before we do, we're going to send our guys in the way. So we're going to go to her and say, hey, show offers. And I'm going to accept anything that's not like this one here. I'm probably not going to accept the 70. Actually, I need a 70. I need all of them. So we're looking for a deal. Big ones. Deal. 92 deal. 93 deal. 99 deal. What's that? Organic matter? I love organic matter. I'll show you what this all means in a second. I'm going to take as many as I can. 84. Can I take... That's paper. I don't want paper. I'm going to say, never mind. We go over here. We're going to go for scrap deals. It says scrap deals, even though it's all deals. Ooh. 67% wood right there. Ooh. You want to take care of the ones that are last day, ASAP. So I'm going to take care of those. So I'm going to go to this one, 187. And I'm going to say bargain. I'm going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to pay you 147. Deal. Okay, so he got that one. Now I've taken the offer. Anything with last day I'm going to take. I'm not going to take stuff that's a couple, like 3 days. I'm going to wait to the last, because you only have a certain amount, and it doesn't tell you what they are. So I'm going to bargain with her. Move it down to 130. 50 bucks off. Come on, give me a deal. Okay, we're agreed. Damn it, I can always get better and I never do it. The estimated wait is right there, 72. So we're going to go over to our guys, because I hired a bunch. And the reason I want to do this, if you don't send them out, they don't start producing. We're already at 10:30 in the morning. I'll show you all the things I can. So we're going to get some people. What do you want? Do gathering on. I want you to go for the lowest. You're 90 max. So I'm going to send you to 84. Go. And they're going to back up. So this guy here, 118. Do gathering. What's my biggest one? You're the best. You go. Thanks, buddy. How about you? Skadoosh. You can do 67. This guy sucks. I want to fire this guy. I'm going to give him this one. and see what he can do. I think I should fire him though first. You can do 118. Ooh, nice. Give him the 100. Go. See you soon. The reason I'm going over here, they back up. They will move you when you get backed up. They won't go through each other, but they'll go through yourself. 113. Let's give them the 99. You can do 125. That was a mistake on my part. It looks like I can go get more. I'm just trying to get the small ones for myself. 96. There you go. And the last one here. 120. Yeah, your efforts are your talents are wasted. So here's how this works. When they go out, right? They will go out. You're not going to see them. You can't go to the sites they're going to, but they're going to bring everything back by a certain time of the day, usually around 6 or 7 o'clock at night. In the top right-hand corner, one in-game minute is like 5 seconds in real life. So you can make money that you can make them do the work for you and bring stuff back. You're going to do it yourself though. You're not just going to send them out. So one thing I'm going to do underneath here, when you buy this, you'll get these 5 products. This is paper, metal, glass, wood, and plastic. You don't get organic, and you don't get I think that's the one that's organic, which would be nice, but you don't get it. And what happens is when you bring your stuff back, they'll take care of this, sort it for you. I'm going to show you that instead, though. I want to grab one more offer. See if I get a big one for myself. Show offer. That's paper. I'm not against paper. It's not hard to get paper, but deal for it. That's her offers. I don't get to negotiate those. I'm going to go to my own. Let's see what else we got here. I would like... let's go for this. Bargain for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, give me a deal. He's going to say no. She's like, half that. We're agreed. Damn it. I'm probably going to grab this. What's this? Yellow. Yellow is plastic. You can see it up here. Whatever you want. 65 kilograms, 76 kilograms, 72. I'm going to go for this one here. No. Organic's the good one. I'll show you why when we can get up there. I'm going to bargain for this and reduce it down 5 ticks. 112. Okay, we're agreed. Damn. Okay, deal. Let's go. It's already noon. I usually try to get on the job site by 10 o'clock in the morning, but I want to show you guys this. All the production buildings, by the way, you will fuel with the stuff that comes out of your trucks and your truck through the sorter. It'll drop little bins down and if it pours it through. So let's go show you how it works. And we're going to go do whatever one. Let's see. Last day, we're going to go for this one. We might leave the other ones for a day just to make sure we're not doing just the same thing over and over and over again. The game is it's a simulation. It's not going to be like it's a hard thing to do. You're first person. You're gathering stuff up because you're the boss. Are you a good boss? Who knows? That's up to you. But what you got to do is you got to grab all the junk. And notice the bottom middle. You're starting to get a filled up bag on your person. Zoop. So what I'm doing is, that's paper waste. I'm picking stuff up as quick as I can, making bags. If you're going to do, I think the record I've done in one day is 5 sites, and then I came back, because time at night stops at like 2100 or something. Like, it just means you can't go any farther. You can still do stuff, so you don't have to rush yourself. You do have to rush through this part, and you do have to rush through signing your guys, because at a certain point, I don't think they'll leave. There's that. I'm just grabbing anything I can. And there's it's definitely like a guy or a girl or something, whoever made this. They use some assets, some asset packs. I'm not going to say it's an asset flip from what I can tell. There are some original items in here, but they don't make sense. But once you get past that, like, why are we going to a store? There's 3 toy wooden trains. Why? Who knows? But that's up to you to like figure out, because you might not like that aspect, and that's why I'm showing it to you. If you're like, oh, I can't stand this, well, then don't buy it. No big deal. I'm trying to show people games that are not just my typical. And then see all the bags at 19.3? What you do is you drop bag with C, pick it up, throw it inside. The top left bars are now much more full. Now, you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. Certain items you can only pick up in your hands. Other items, like this item, I can pick up in my hands, right? But you don't have to put it right in the truck. You can say, I just want to get it closer, or you can throw it towards the truck, whoop, like that. And some items are like that, some aren't. And they don't it doesn't damage the item, you don't lose it. As you can probably tell, we're starting to pick up brown items, which are wood. That one right there was organic, it's orange. This one here, wood. Now, there is a part of sorting this in this game, But from what I can tell, at least for the first couple days, it's maybe worth it then. After that, it's not worth it. The timing it takes to sort everything is just so astronomically high for so little benefit. I just don't see the point of it. Like, I'll show you the sorting thing soon, very soon, but I was looking around the game trying to find a reason to let you guys know it should be happening. It wasn't. There's also mechanics for some reason about, what the hell? Oh, left click, wrong game. Come on, am I this bad? There you go. That's organic. Guy, the bag is full. Take the bag, same thing. I'm gonna run it over real quick. I'm only probably gonna do one. I don't think I'm gonna do two because this is a video. I want the different types of items though. When you sort them, they give you a small bonus. And I'm not sure I want to do a sorting because sortings are really, really, really annoying. And the way how big my fleet is, it's huge. It'll like, I could be sitting there 20 minutes trying to sort, and I really don't want to. So I'm just going to try to explain it to you instead, because if you do it yourself, after the first 2 trucks you get, it's almost impossible. Can you do it? Yeah, some of you are going to be really good at it. I'm not going to be that kind of guy. I know it's not worth my, for lack of a better term, my mental capacity. I mean, I know it's very much, oh, let's open this box. And there's also little things like you saw the pick lock thing as well as this. They're in the game. They're little mini games to make the game a little better. You get like a giant gold bar, which is worth $200 every time. Why it's $200? Who knows? Is it needed? No. In the beginning, it's very nice to have because you're very poor and every machine costs money. Some of the machines I'm rocking right now are like $15,000, $20,000. It was helpful in the beginning. Now it's kind of just like, eh, whatever. There's wood waste? Where? Also, there's a radar I have. It'll show me where the items are. Oh, they're there. It's in the room. Oopsie. Oh, thank God. It's nice and easy. That radar is something you get as an upgrade. You have to pay for it and get levels for it. And the way you get levels, you start cleaning more places, making them get a completed contract. What we're doing right now is considered a completed contract when we completely fill the truck, drop the bag. Okay. Oh yeah, I missed another one. Did I? There's a little bit right here behind the door, apparently. Yup. Now, why would you play this game? If you like number go up in factory stuff, you're plugging up. What the hell, man? What is left? Really? I've never seen an item ever on the shelves. And I mean that. Holy crap. There you go. See how it's all green up top? You're done now. There you go. The next one. I'm going to go back to the factory. We're here. You have 3 more. Notice that there's different days. You don't have to do every one the same day. If it says last day, you want to do that one. Let's go back. Mostly because I want to show it to you. Now here at the factory, none of my trucks are back. So I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit, open the doors and let them sort it and dump on the conveyor belt. This is one part I like about it. When you first start out, you'll do this. You'll drop it in the thing, and all they do is dump it in the machine. That's all they do. They don't sort it until you tell them to. So I'm gonna help them a little bit. Just get some stuff done here. It's nice to have them do it, but it's not essential. They can pick any item out of the truck. I'm gonna show you how bad this sorting gets. The main thing about that was wood, right? So I'm gonna show you wood by sorting the way. I'm kind of glad we can do this. Come on. 1, 2. Okay, all the items are in. The truck is closed. They don't help the other trucks. The other trucks have their drivers do it. But we're going to sort. And I don't remember, was it like this? Sorting machine. Here's how sorting is. All the items correspond. This is wood. I'm not going to take that. Take that one up there. Plastic. I'm leaving the wood for the last minute. Some of you would be very good at this. I will suck at this. I hate it. I don't like it. It's not fun for me. The way I've found to do this the best is to put all of your... the combos are firing the way they weren't firing before. Maybe the game changed. When I played it originally, the game wouldn't let you get combos like that. You had to do it in numerical order, and it drove me freaking insane. It does highlight the thing, too. I don't think it did that before either. I guess as long as you're in order, that's all that matters. And notice how they build up, they don't ever go away. But if you get out of order, you can quickly make a mistake. You're gonna see why I'm doing this in a second. See, we're getting small combos, but the combos aren't really worth it until, okay, I think that's all of it. Now watch what happens here. See how we're getting combos now? What? I put in the wrong one. What? Am I just missing this? I think I'm hitting the blue one instead. Do you get +1 scrap? It's because I'm not doing it quick enough. This is something that's not, this is a younger man's game in terms of this one thing. I'm trying though. I'm trying. Oop. It helps when you're closer in, so when you have like a thing, see, I put in the wrong one, even though I didn't try to. I think what happens when you put in the wrong one, it appears on the conveyor belt again for you, but you won't lose. The bonus scrap though, we did 115 kilograms of items, right? We got bonus of 5.3 kilograms for all that work. That isn't worth it in my mind. It's not. So my first truck just came back. That's almost like it's determined. Now they're going to start unloading all that stuff, and I'm going to let you show how they do it. Now I get these bins full of stuff, and you're like, what are they for? Well, I'm going to do two more contracts real quick because I think they're worth it. We're doing wood stuff, so we have one in the upper right corner for wood briquettes. I'm going to go get wood briquettes made. The color corresponds, by the way. See, there's blue for, I think it's paper. No, I'm wrong. That's paper. This is plastic. This is wood. So here's what we need. We need 30 wood briquettes. So like this, +10, +10, +10, -1, move over, run. Is there enough in there? There's a little bit in there. I apologize about my coughing. I've had a very dry day. It's the winter hit really hard. See, they all make a little pathway. We're at 4:30 in the afternoon in game. Now they all come back at that time. So you got to send your people out as soon as you can. Make sure the contracts are ready. Let them do the work. While they're doing that, I'm going to go get some more stuff over here in the recycling center that we have here. People bring their stuff in. However, if you clear this, people can still give to it. They'll make a new box. This one is plastic. So we're gonna go over here and dump it in our machine. So it keeps going. Once it's up there, you don't have to wait for it. You don't have to wait for it to be emptied. It just disappears. So while they're doing all their work, sometimes they'll make a mistake and they'll drop a bag, but not often. If your box truck is really overloaded, it might do that. It lends this part. This part is kind of like Factorio-ish, but not really. It's in the factory line. You get the raw wood in here. It makes sawdust. Sawdust makes fiberboard. Fiberboard is made into these two items. As the one thing the game doesn't do really well, from what I can tell, sometimes late in the game, it'll ask for mid-range products. And for a combo, it'll say like, I want wood briquettes and I want something like maybe fiberboard. You're like, oh crap. So you like take the machine out and move it. And that's not bad. You can do it with, you just left click and move it. And I'll show you how to snap them back in before we get with it. But I think I'm gonna do it with this machine right here. This is a control panel. Let's see what's inside of it. 117 metal. I'm a little worried about moving that, but I don't think it's an issue. Compost 140. Again, the most expensive stuff. That's organic. Melted glass. I don't think it'll be a problem rather, but I'm gonna do this one. Plastic pellets, 183. So let's say you want to move this thing. Oh no, it's disconnected. How do you get it back aligned perfectly? You come backwards and you look, if you just draw back on your mouse, it'll line up perfectly. You put it back down, all the items are still there. Okay? You can line it up and not have it, but then the parts get stuck between the machines, and that was a huge issue. The other part about this game that's really nice, I apologize about that coughing. It's kicking my teeth in today. And they're still moving stuff. They're still moving stuff. See, some people are coming by. They just walk in, they drop something in their hand. They have a little piece. I think she has a piece of wood on there. Nope, it's plastic. So they're moving stuff out, and when they're done, they stand next to their trucks. They never do anything else. We're going to have a little bit of a contract besides the wood briquettes quick. I think we have a bunch of everything else. Contracts. Let's go for We're gonna look for products. Let's look for compost. No. Liquid fertilizer. And this is very, very, very accurate. So here's what I'm going to show you that is going to annoy you. When you do this, when you go to Taken, and you're clicking all over here, nothing will show up unless you have that contract. If you go for waiting and you have something selected, it'll go for there. However, if you go to companies and search them, it'll only show their items. Now that might make sense to a lot of you, but when I saw people bouncing around with this, I was like, why is it? It keeps moving around the menu randomly sometimes based on something you're doing. And even though you have a contract, you're like, where is that contract? And you can say Taken, it doesn't show you the contract you have because we selected a different product. So we're gonna go for all, and then everything shows up that I've accepted Taken. I need 30 wood briquettes. Now, if I go for products, I can do that, but if I go for all and everything, I'll look at everything waiting for me. I mean, it makes sense to a lot of people. Go, yeah, it's just like that. Exactly, it is like that, but it didn't really make itself apparent until I started monkeying with the menus a little bit, because it was very like, well, why is it showing nothing when I have something taken? Well, it's because you have a company selected that's not all companies. I am so sorry about this coughing. It's kicking my teeth in. I've drank so much water today. It's just my house is dry as hell in the winter. All right, so they're all done. Notice how there's a bag of trash here. Throw that up there. So there's no trash here. The box is all clean. You can sometimes come up here and maybe see one bag. It'll be taken care of over time if it's messed up, but it's really not worth your time. Now, what I'm going to do is go to my guys. Now, this guy in the back, I think, he sorts speeds in 2 seconds. So I'm going to say, hey, man, go sort that waste for me. If you look, this thing is 13 kilograms, 12 kilograms, 2 kilograms, 89. Now, he just finished. It's all done. 185, 53, 160. See, he went kind of nuts. And I love that. So I'm going to dump these in as fast as I can. I'm not going to worry about the recycling bins over there. And the reason is we have a bunch of contracts we want to take. The game is not massive when it comes to the gameplay loop. Like you saw where we went and got a bunch of stuff. We're taking stuff back. We're sorting it. We're sending contracts. And then the last part is what I've been showing you a little bit of the fulfilling the contracts and putting this stuff into the grinders and stuff. And once you put them in, you can see they do it automatically. You don't have to like empty it yourself. But it helps you grow the reputation level, the bottom right. The reputation level means more companies are willing to deal with you. You're able to get more technology, and you can use the technology to go a little faster. However, if you look at the very top right, we're still ticking down time today, aren't we? Yeah. Everything's color-coded, by the way, too. So that stuff's doing that. Well, another thing that's kind of nice in this game is this. If you're going to stack an item, see that the yellow bar is there? It just automatically does it for you. I love that. I can't describe how much I love that. The game also has, I think there's a e-waste DLC coming where they start having electronics in the game. The game probably did a lot better than it was supposed to. And I found it because a lot of probably like a lot of you did because of Dre, D-R-A-E. I was like, hey, this game was kind of fun. I started playing it and I started really getting deep into it, making my place bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is the other part of it. You'll have a storage warehouse. Usually you start with about these parts forward. This part here was the first expansion. And you'll have one storage per type of resource. There's 6 resources, there's 6 storages. Now I have more because it expanded deeper and wider. And I haven't done anything with these hybrids over here yet. But all this stuff over here, if you're like, I don't want to move it, you can have them move it for you. And when I mean them, I mean robots. Robots? Yes, robots. Why is this not working? Oh, that'll do it. Infinite production, run. Now that'll take care of the fiberboard. See how it's going? If one gets stuck. I don't like how that happens, but hey, what are you going to do? So they'll take care of that while I go to my next contract. I'm already going to accept, I know what I'm going to accept. I'm going to accept the medium fertilizer. We'll go for like 40. Run. It's going to do it no matter what. I love how that little jump. Zoop. Zoop. Okay, so while they're doing that and making this stuff for me and making that, I'm going to go over here and get a contract. Let's go with the contract. We're going to go for products. We're going to go for medium liquid fertilizer, and we're going to see what our best, that's 40. Now, one thing you should also notice, prices all over the place. They're not like too far from each other, but you're like, well, where do I want to go? Remember, you can negotiate and bargain these deals too. So This one is 42 for 16 grand. This one is 36 for 14. However, you can bargain the 36 up to higher than this, and you can also make this one higher. I made 40. I'll make 42 in a minute. I'm going to bargain them. I'm going to say I want 20 grand. If you're too aggressive, they're going to say no, but they're like, yeah, that works. 19,996 is fine. I'm going to say deal. And now I need 42 liquid fertilizer. I also want to get one thing of metal ingots. Let's see what we got for metal. I want to go for probably metal rolls. No, that's metal cans of metal rolls, metal pipes, metal cans. The higher you get up the chain, the more money you make. And you have to look at the price. Like right now, 36 metal rolls and 30 metal cans, $90,000. If you do 30 metal cans, $3,000. It's not worth it. It's really not. You can also do things with metal ingots. And we have in stock 183 metal ingots outside of our machines. It doesn't include what's in your machines in those totals. So I'm going to say, take this one. Do I have glass blocks? I do not. So no. And notice how 36 ingots and 48 ingots, very different in price. It doesn't, make sure you watch and negotiate what you're doing. You will really thank me for that later. I'm going to bargain for this. I'm going to try to make it 19 grand or 1900. If they don't like it, they're going to counter with a very small offer. That's, yep, they want that one. I'm going to say deal. And then we're going to go to delivery by taken. You got a cancellation order. If you're like, oh man, I have a better deal, I want to use those metal bars into a metal, let's say metal cans or metal rolls, you can say no. See how it says at the bottom, you can go to bed and sleep at the end of the day. At time has frozen. You can infinitely do anything in your facility right now. You can produce items, you can scrap items, you can fulfill contracts, anything you want, but you cannot go collect from more sites from what I can tell. Now, you can probably go there in the dark by yourself, but you can't send your guys is what I mean. So I'm going to deliver this one. There's 1,800 bucks. We make a little more money. Let's go get our stuff done. I want to show you this other part. So now we have our organic material. Or I'm guessing I'm just going to... I love that. So many games need that little feature right there. They really do. Oops, and you can't pick it up once you do it, though. I think I missed... Yeah, I'm going to put 2 more on there. Well, I'm not. Let's add 2. So, add 2 more. Because if you look, we have 40, right? I need to show this to you guys this way. If not, I'm going to make myself annoyed. Okay, there's 30. We have 30 briquettes. What do you do? Underneath my camera, I'll move it up here. Boop. You'll see we have this thing called Mark. Mark is a robot. A robot comes over, picks up the pallet, moves it over. You can also pallet jack it yourself, old school style. The pallet jack is just like real life. When you turn left, it goes right. When you turn right, it goes left. I mean, see? Just the way it is. Don't get angry at it. It's like real life. If you've ever run a pallet jack in real life, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay? So, our little guy comes over. He moves the stuff. He dumps it down. It's right there right now. I'm gonna move the other one too, so you can see him again. I have like 3 robots, and you'll get that because you level up. Now we have 42 here. Mark it again. It's marked, not Mark the robot, but marked. Now they'll come over. They'll move the thing for you. I wonder if I tried to stand on it, by the way, and have them move me around like onward, mighty steed. The game said no. I'm a little disappointed that the game said no about that. Come on. Where's me robot? There he is. So he comes through. From what I can tell, I've made my machines as close as I can. So he'll pick it up and move it around for me so I don't have to. He is worth his weight in gold. Okay? That little like $4,000 or $5,000. He moves it around. He's like, hey, I want to put this over here. This is organic. He backs it up, somehow does it that way, and now it's there. Now we go back. Both are done. And that's the thing about it. Your fleet makes you supplies. They sort things out. You bring your own truck. You bring everything in the items. You then store the items, and then you fulfill the contracts. That's the whole gameplay loop, besides going to the little locations. And it's kind of a scavenger hunt, but it's not hard. Once you get the radar, it's almost like you saw me like looking up on the top of the shelf. I've never seen an item on shelves. Everything's usually on the floor, behind a door, or behind a wall. but that was the first time it was on the shelves. Let's go fulfill our contracts. Taken. Products is all, and that lets everything be shown. I'm going to say deliver once. And now we're going to do this one for $19,968 for 42. There you go. Our money goes higher. What do you want to spend it on? Well, there's staff, and I would really like to get my one guy replaced. So that one guy who does like 68, I'm going to replace with this 95. So I'm going to go back over here and have this guy be his last day. So I'm pull him in the office and say, hey, why don't you come here, Tom? He's like, no, I have a wife and family. Nah, that's right. So 90 kilograms, you're fine. I got to find the guy's name. Never mind. 67, Ethan Rodriguez. Okay, Ethan. I got to go talk to Ethan. I didn't know his name. It's probably shown in here, but I did it anyway. So let's go to staff. Let's go to trash collectors. And you can see it right here. I didn't have to do what I just did, but Ethan is the only one at 67. Everyone else is 96, 90 or above. So Ethan, I'm sorry, but you can't lift with your back. And as a guy with a bad back, I know this would never come. You're fired. Cost of this point is $19. Screw that guy. Capitalism. And now we hire this guy. Why not? Let me guess. I have to go back in. Staff. Trash. Yeah, you have to go back to the menu. Hire him. There you go. Now he took his place. The only thing I could do is take the 85, and there's no way to get rid of it. You should look through here. You're going to find some people with a sorting speed of 7.3 seconds. I thought it was per item. It means for the entire order. There's no reason, from what I can tell, to go crazy. The daily wage is 29 versus 24. Oh, well, you know, who gives a crap? So we got our stuff done. Oh, yeah, I forgot one more thing. There is a store. And it'll tell you owned versus stage one, or sorry, versus not owned. You should be looking through here, and I own everything except for the part I can't get to. See how it says own on everything. Equipment, I own all the stuff except for another warehouse robot, which we already have. I don't need 4. I've never needed more than 2. I have 3. They're like, hey, do you want to buy another one? If I was doing like a bunch of orders all at once, maybe. I don't think it's ever gonna get that good. So for upgrades, advanced sorting, sort 10 times. Combo faster doing sorting. I could see this being worth it. I just don't like the sorting in this game. It's one of the few things I just don't like. I own everything else. Big deal. Store factory. Your factory has upgrades. Your factory borders, here's 10 grand. Let's go see it. There you go. Now the factory has been expanded, and you can see back there, now it's bigger. I did this, I held that back just to show you guys how big this thing can get. Now, if you look in the back here, it's pretty big. Let's make it bigger, shall we? Notice how time is still not moving. So stage 4, upgrade machine area to improve production capacity. Upgrade storage area to be able to store large amounts of product. I'm just going to go for this one. That's maxed. Let's see the other one. All right, now we're max. Great factory. Buy all factory upgrades. I have never done. Oh my God, that is a lot. That is a lot of storage. I'm not sure why it's this big. I'm not against it being this big, but it's just like, you can see you can really get kind of crazy. One thing that might help a lot of you that are playing this, instead of going crazy, don't try to chase every dollar. From what I can tell, as long as you have a little bit of money, you can pay your wages for your people, and you should know what that is. Just collect for a couple days. I wouldn't even empty that little recycling little area. For like once a week, I empty it now. I let my guys do most of the work. I then do 2 or 3 myself. I come back, we sort everything out. Usually I take the bins, dump them over here, look for really high-end contracts. If it's not high-end, like meaning there's a special, like today's wooden thing at the top right, that thing is a one-time, right? But usually you'll have one kind of special somewhere every day. Let's go find out what tomorrow's is. Because we already got the wood one. I guess we can do more, but I don't want to build anymore. Let's go see what tomorrow's is. Day 34. We made some money. Our wages and scrap deals and bills all come together. So be aware of that. The other is $42,000. Remember, is buying those factory expansions. Yours isn't going to be high. Yours is going to be like $3,000 a day with all those trucks, all the assistants, the secretary, the sorters, the power, all that, and the scrap deals combined. It's not that bad. You really don't have to be worried about it. Once you get like 10 grand in the bank, go a couple days, don't sell anything, wait for a really good sale. We're going to show you that now. Because this is what oh yeah, here's the snoring stuff. People are like, oh, I can't stand that noise. Yeah, I know, I hate it too. Today's green. It looks like it's going to be, what is that? What is green? A large glass factory in China decided to strike. Okay, so all glass products are higher. There's a couple ways to sell items. Contracts don't unlock until you get Marketplace. Marketplace is probably the worst place to sell it unless you have no choice. If they're like, hey, here's some pressed plastic. Yeah, you can buy and sell. Green is good, red is bad, white is just mid-range. But you really don't want to, okay? Unless you absolutely have to. At the very beginning, you got to sell everything you can, fine, no big deal. Go through as quick as you can, get to the end, the mid to late game, and have some fun. Hybrid? Now you can sell hybrid here. You can sell hybrid products here. I didn't realize that. You can also sell your other stuff. Wow. So if you're trying to get rid of like a partial pallet, I could see doing this. You don't get to determine though in your stockpile what's going on. So let's go see if a contract for glass. So let's say Glasscraft, waiting, not taken. They would like, wow. Glass jars, 36. I'm going to bargain for this stupid thing, try to make it 9, see what happens. I don't think I'm going to get it. That's a 50% margin. They're like, we'll pay $16.99. How about I go down 1? How about 8,028? They're like, that's fine. See, you can negotiate easily. 36 glass bottles. All right, let's try it. And it'll show you in the top right. I'm doing this while I'm talking to you just because I think it's fun. Was it glass green? Yeah, glass is green, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move over, run. And if you want to make it infinite, just produce as much as you want, you can just put it in there, make the infinite symbol, it'll pop over and just keep producing until it runs empty. That's your choice. This one here, see how melted glass in there? Just going as quick as it can, it'll never stop. It never stops, as far as I'm aware. Or am I wrong on that? Nope. It's all glass dust, becomes melted glass, becomes glass balls. And then they fall over the place, so be aware of that. Oops. Break connection E. Throw. Oof. I'll show you over here. Besides this giant, and you can change these signs very, very easy. Just go up, you click it, you change it to whatever you want. Just keep clicking. No matter what, you'll be fine. Hybrid is if you want to do like anything, I believe, or hype or items that are like late game. Here's your robots. As far as I'm aware, they go to 4, maybe 5. Your trucking, that's the max you can go. I would like to see the game get up to like 15, 20 trucks, but from what I can tell, it's not that way. All right, and I'm not going to care about my guys too much. It's during the day. It's a day. I'm gonna write off. I absorb someone. Like obviously, can absorb the cost. Let's go see if we can do this way. It's not making noise, so I'm assuming it's done. Okay. The bad thing is you sometimes don't have. Where the hell there? Okay, so that's all done. Market. So that's what I was saying. Go for the special orders when you have enough of a cushion to do so. Going late game as quick as you can. I don't see any reason not to. It's a fun game. It's a little bit, I haven't seen a reason to go to the searching areas, like little rooms and stuff that you collect all your junk from and sort bags into one bag of glass or one. You can't do that. Like your character has a bag on them and whatever you put into it until it's full or until you drop it, it just keeps collecting. When you drop it, even if it's one item out of 100, you can't pick it back up, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. Game has some quality life improvements they could do, but for what it is, I think the game usually runs around 15 and 20 bucks. It's not bad. I know they're doing the DLC soon because the game did really well. I'm going to do the contract, taken. I'm going to, what? Glass jars. I made beer bottles. I'm stupid. See, you too can become a YouTuber. All you got to do is make giant mistakes in front of people. God dang it. I might do a cut here just to put this in because it doesn't even matter, to be honest. I mean, you guys know what's going on. So I'll have some for later on. But that's the whole gameplay loop. Yeah, I took a while to talk about it, but I want to show people every little aspect that I could. The only thing else that's left is making sure your secretary will get you jobs every day. The higher her level, daily call, she will level up. You get all these offers. You can take all of them, send your guys on all of them. as well as you can also combine them with these, the scrap deals. So what you want to do is the scrap deal should have the item on here, but right there it shows you how much it is. I would go for a bigger ones over smaller ones. Now, if you're looking for a very like paper, it's just paper, wood, and organic. I would probably say no to that one. This one has a little bit of everything. Organic makes things like ammonia or what is it? What is that stuff anyway? I'm actually not sure. It is fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer pays huge. And right now, under waiting, 14 grand for that. This is medium. If you go to large, there's nothing for large. Small, $7,000. It makes a huge amount of money. But organic is like, it's, you know, rotten food, it's stuff like that. It doesn't come in that much. When you see one that's organic like this, snatch it up. If you see something, everything else like paper, who gives a crap? I mean, paper, who cares? Plastic is good. It goes in essence of making cash. Organic, metal, plastic, glass, wood, paper, I believe, in that kind of order. I'm not sure exactly on that one, but if you see organic, like a huge pile of organic, I always jump on it. Metal too. Everything else, like this, doesn't excite me. Plastic, it kind of does. Also, there's certain maps that are like really, really annoying. There's a pretty good amount of maps for searching for trash. I think right now the developer made up like 10 of them. There's train stations, there's opera houses, there's gas stations, there's supermarkets, there's diners, all this kind of stuff. It's not bad. If you like the kind of gameplay you saw, but I showed you everything. There's nothing I held back. I want to make sure I showed you everything because at this point, before the DLC comes out for the e-waste, which is going to let me do probably like silicone or some stuff, and then make like cell phones and stuff, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. There's not going to be any in between. Is there a piece of glass up there? I just noticed that. There is. What the hell is this doing up here? Lots of glass. Huh. Too close to wall of ground. Anyway, so there's all the stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I hope I earned your subscription today. If not, hey, at least I showed you a good game. I run some other channels down below in the description. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe if you found a new game you like for yourself. If you got any suggestions for me to check out, you're more than welcome to put them down below. If not, it's all right. Have a good one. I'll see you later.